Welcome back, Redeemers. My name is Keith.
I'm Nick.
And this is Redemption Reacts. So today we have Joji and Jackson Wang, Walking, featuring Swae and Major Lazer. I think this came out pretty recently.
Oh, okay.
Don't quote me. But without any further ado, I mean, Jackson Wang doesn't have a miss yet. So let's see what we got today.
It's a major collab, too.
Yeah, it is. It is. And a lot of good Western artists and Major Lazer and Swae Lee. Definitely interested in hearing how this works out.
Two separate artists who have multiple #1 records by themselves, both platinum records and shit like that.
Yeah.
Those some names they have on your shit.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, they helped out. What's the name?
Okay, so let's jump into it.
Did they leave the baby? Wangtown.
You got what I want. I see you walking away.
It's a lobster monster. Feel like One Punch Man.
But you won't get nowhere. I just wanna relive this over. I need you to know. In my mind, you never let go. So bright, baby, never turn the lights out. I'll be there to catch you if you fall.
Shit. I see where this is going. You about to get in a mech suit?
I got the moves here, you got the juice here. We can't get loose and go wow. Playing for keeps, I don't wanna waste time. I'll pay with me, take a ride. Swearing phantoms, oh yeah. She said I'll kiss some, oh yeah. Jump on a chair, we can talk when we're in. Baby, now I got it in the palm of my hands. No, down like an all-time. Baby, I love life, do this and you. Baby, I don't want do this like a young Skywalker. Baby, you're me conquer. What it's gonna take to make you shake your worries away. I'm about to see you face to face. It's your beauty, girl, plus your frame.
Wanna help him up?
Quick, easy storytelling.
Sometimes monsters just need a hug. This is super cute and fun. Let's just eat the lobster.
I like how they letting this instrumental ride though.
That shit like a Team Rocket vest. Big kids. Oh man. On a side tangent and stuff, I got super emotional. Rest in peace to my grandfather. Like my grandparents raised me. And obviously I talk about my grandmom all the time. She's a little Filipino lady. My grandfather was in the Navy. He met her when he turned 18 because he was stationed in the Philippines.
Okay.
So for most of his like adult life before he came back to the States, he was in like Philippines, Japan, Hawaii, all these places and stuff.
Culture.
Yeah, so obviously growing up and stuff like that, like I watched a lot of like Godzilla.
Ultraman.
Ultraman is like some of the first vibes. As soon as I seen what he was doing, I was like, this is about to be on some like Ultraman. Mind you, I was watching Power Rangers when it was like Jenna Sendai. Like all prior to Kamen Riders, like Mask Rider shit before. And mind you, this was during a time where you know better than anybody, none of this was quote unquote cool either and shit like that. So like a lot of the foundations
Not
for
until
like
Tommy happened and then
once Tommy happened and shit, it was up and it stuck.
It was all the way up.
So you know, a lot of the foundations and TV shows and things that I watched early on were very much Godzilla based with the monsters of the week and like all of this going on. So like that little nostalgia chord was pulling for me. With that being said, man, Jackson Wang is so talented and so clever with everything that he's doing.
Yes.
No concept feels the same. No song sounds the same. He is very versatile, able to kind of get in where he fits in, able to kind of create new sounds and able to take sounds that we're used to hearing and like elevate those sounds. He didn't even like do choreo on here, but I only can imagine what he would have did with the choreo on here. He has a certain cachet or a certain like elegance or class where it's just like no matter what he's on, like it's elevated. Even this where productions are supposed to be like kind of fake and they make fun of it at the end when they're joking around doing the fighting and everything and you know the sets are fake, somehow this still looks good.
Yeah, it's still clean.
Like everything is like still super clean. And like y'all probably heard me talking through like the storyline. Even the storyline was simple enough for you to just kind of get it. And I joked at the end where it was like monsters maybe just need a hug too because they're misunderstood. And obviously he felt the pain and went through it, you know, when they showed his flashback and stuff and was able to kind of treat the monster right and shit and get him right. So just little storytelling and just things of that nature are just like dope. He's really different, man. And I know we always talk about who's our favorite solo artist and everything like that. He's definitely top 3 for me. Like it's just, and every time we listen to something new, it just doubled down on everything we say about him. At this point, I don't know not so much what he needs to do to get notoriety in the States. Because he may not want it, and if he does, it's not like he needs it and shit. He has a strong fan base already. But these tracks have been major. We talk Titanic, the Johnny did with not Rich Trigger, Brian Trigger, whatever he calls himself now. What was the other one? Love Me.
Trig?
It was before, but I feel like he changed his name to Brian something now because Rich Trigger doesn't sound, you know. Yeah.
Anyway.
What was the other joint? Love Me Like You, not Love Me Like You Do.
Love Me, Love
LMLY or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Like that was fire.
Cruel is in my top.
Cruel.
Blow is in my top.
Yeah, I Love 100 Ways.
100 Ways is in my top.
And he did something else. I keep forgetting what that other track was called when they were inside the thing, and it was like not mirrors or something. It was like in one room. It was a whole nother joint, and it was in one room and shit. I don't think that was Cruel, because Cruel was the last one.
Cruel was like the fire.
Cruel was the fire demon joint. It wasn't. It was a whole nother joint where we were inside the room, and I forget what that track was called. So all that to say, like every time we hear from bro, like he's he's amazing. But yeah, Keith, how you feel? I'm sorry, it was a spill.
No, absolutely. Yo, go off. No, I agree. I definitely echo the sentiments. I think there's not. I'm really mad she left that baby. I don't think there's a situation where he doesn't come off, where he doesn't cook, where he doesn't like, you know what I mean, doesn't do his thing. So I introduced my daughter to Jackson Wang because she's really big on introducing me to stuff, but I got to remind her constantly, can't listen to everything. So I understand you want to try to put me on, but what I can do is I can put you on that we've seen, and we can kind of share the experience together. So, like, you know what I mean? I let her listen to Blow. I let her listen to 100 Ways. Cruel was the first one that we listened to. And then I was like, so you think you got an idea? She recognized him from GOT7. I said, what do you know about GOT7? Mm-hmm. She was like, I know things. I mean, you know, she's a smart ass. You briefly talked to her. She definitely sounds like she wants to be a smart ass.
It's okay. I think all kids be saying
that is also true. Some adults do. But, you know, so she was definitely aware of him. But, like, no, just getting back into it, like, he does everything well. And then we kind of was like, so you think you got a beat on him, but here's Titanic. And it's completely different from everything else we've heard, even though everything else we've heard is completely different from everything before that. Mm-hmm. There's just no lane where you can shoehorn him in. You can't paint this guy into a corner as far as talent and as far as, you know, what you think he's going to put out and what he's going to do. And to echo, the storyline was so simple but so easy to tell. And, like, you'll have some of these other videos and, like, oh, well, you know, the color blue stands for this and the red and the camera was at a night. Bro, he's telling the story. The monster saw a girl that he liked. The girl was with Jackson Wang. He got upset, and the turd felt rejected even though he never, I mean, there was no rejection, but went on a rampage. Jackson Wang came, handled business, realized the parallels and what the monster was going through as opposed to what he had went through, and just stopped and gave him a hug. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, it's so simple. Mm-hmm. And there's such great storytelling at the same time. And all this was done in less than 3 minutes because the other 2 minutes was the instrumental dance break. Things could be so simple if you just hit the keynotes and make it relatable to the person. Now, almost anybody can relate to this story. And it was just so simple. No over dramatic scene. You didn't have to, like, cut the video and break away and do, like, a video montage or dancing in the rain or none of that other shit. It was simple and well done, by the way. Yeah, this was a good John. I just wish he's one of the artists that I wish we got more from more often. Because I want to keep watching. You ever take free throws and, like, well, I'm gonna just keep shooting until I fucking miss. I want him to keep shooting until he miss. And even though I don't think the miss will be like, it won't be like off to the left. It'll be like maybe too hard back iron. You know what I mean? Like, I just want more from him.
Well, let's just react to some more stuff from him tomorrow. Just jump into some more Jackson Wang tomorrow. Because shout out to JoJo and Swae Lee too. Yeah. Because it's decent, obviously as decent as, like, you know, he is, and we big up at him and shit. They made the track work well where everybody, like, fit, like, everything seemed like it made sense. Nothing felt forced. Swae Lee, I'm surprised he doesn't have more collabs with K-pop artists just because the way his voice and his melodies are they're very easily
transferable.
Yeah, like it's an easy segue into, like, K-pop just because I feel like a lot of his cadences and, like, his flow and just I know we always say Calvin Harris is kind of like the stuff we segue to.
Yeah,
he can jump on all that type stuff, and whenever you see like Major Lazer, you already know what type of pop sound you're probably about to get into and shit. Yeah. So I'm surprised a couple of these people aren't doing, like, some of those quote unquote segues, because I think Major Lazer was on that Lisa joined though, if I'm not mistaken. The Azuna.
I think so. Where Lisa just sung.
Yeah, Azuna, Lisa, Megan, and somebody else. I think it was 4 people. But I'm just surprised like those collabs don't happen a bit more often, especially with these like kind of major producers and stuff. I'm surprised someone like Marshmello or like, you know, people of that ilk haven't jumped on like, I'm not gonna call it the K-pop wave because I think that some of this seems organic and it seems real and authentic. But I'm surprised other collabs haven't like kind of happened with DJs and other people who are in it. Because I may sound crazy. I don't know why I be wanting to hear like a BTS and DJ Khaled type joint. It's BTS, like with some of those more high end like poppy beats and just
You went anarchy.
I guarantee you get something like crazy. Even though I don't know how Khaled will react.
Can you imagine like BTS like singing in the hook? It's Swizzy.
Yeah.
Radio killer.
Now the video probably would be something different that BTS doesn't like because you know Khaled is super like promotional and just gets Ciroc bottles throughout like the whole joint and everything. So,
but they do drink, so you might. I mean, especially if they shoot the video here, all those SK rules out the window.
Well, no, they said traditionally you're still supposed to act like wherever you're at is still home, so you still shouldn't be doing certain things that you wouldn't do over there.
And change your address.
Listen, I don't know if any of them have cribs over here and shit. I don't.
Man, if I'm them, I'm at least I would have got a condo in Vegas, something I don't have to like really worry about, and then I would have probably got I definitely would have got a house in LA if I was them.
Yeah, the way LA looking and shit. Be careful.
I'm like, yo, Sienna, I'm home. You should come through, teach me that new choreo.
Sir. But yeah, man, shout out to Jackson Wang. Like this was super dope, man. Definitely feel like I gotta go home and watch like Gundam Wing or some shit now. I gotta watch One Punch Man.
What is it? The Witch from Mars or the Witch from something? I heard it's really, really good.
Yeah, I heard it's good. I'm behind on everything. Bleach just started back up with the 1,000 War arc. I think they 1 or 2 episodes in. My Hero is back.
I have to. I've never watched Bleach all the way through. So
Kay just said the same thing.
I have Hulu, and I'm watching it while I work, even though I'm getting little bits and pieces of it, even though I'll probably get the same either way. But I did see the first episode of the 1,000 War arc. Animation is fucking
yeah, it's I think Period does they join the same joints that does Naruto and Boruto.
I gotta catch up, man. I still didn't watch second season of Fire Force.
Fire Force. Why do I feel like I'm not done the second season? The second season is God tier so far. I do gotta catch up on that because I think Period does Tokyo Ghoul too.
Okay, never seen a Tokyo Ghoul. I know, right?
Fighting style crazy, and you'll like kind of like the dark feel because they essentially like vampires.
Yeah, I know the mask and like
it hides their face so no one can see them just in case they need to blend in the daytime. Then just certain shit that they do like breaking their own fingers and doing shit of that nature and just like their rules and stuff.
Yeah, I need to and you know what a lot of it is too. I've substituted watching actual TV shows with perusing and surfing YouTube all fucking day.
Yeah, YouTube will kill any time that you think you have to like do anything else and shit. Before
you spend more time looking for shit than you do actually watching shit.
But yeah, I gotta catch up to like so much shit and some stuff I've been saving because there's so much stuff going on, but we are supposed to be doing reactions to anime.
I was waiting to hear that.
We're supposed to be doing reactions to anime, but there's so much stuff to do and like not enough hours in the day to even get stuff
That's
right.
True.
But what I do think is after Criers is like done because it's kind of so much. We'll be able to kind of easily start regulating and going through some things. And I think when we change the settings for certain things, the videos will be coming out so much faster and it'll be so much easier that it's no more editing, quote unquote, time. It'll just be like kind of everything is done on the spot. So now everything is all cleaned and condensed and everything. And I want a new setup for when we do certain shit. So I just I like everything just efficient, fast, and just like kind of out and about. But that's why I've been kind of hesitant to not know if we want to jump right into there. I think you got to catch. You caught up with All Attack on Titan yet?
I haven't watched any of the last season.
Fucking god tier, some of the best shit. Like
I keep hearing mumbles of the fuck is Aaron doing? No, Aaron's right. No, what the fuck is he doing? No, but he's right. So
some of the best shows in the anime world always have you divisive with the character.
I love duality of characters.
Oh, I mean, no spoilers. I'm Team Aaron all the way. So I'm gonna rock with Aaron whatever he want to get into and shit. And sometimes it be like that. It's almost like niggas that like Damon. It was just like, is he evil so far, or do it's just like, well,
it used to be Vegeta, but he's a good guy now. He's just an asshole.
Well, even outside of the first arc, like obviously when he was, doing what he was doing and shit, by the time they got the Namek, what has Vegeta done for niggas that hate him past the Namek arc?
Majin.
Even that, it still was repressed anger behind, wanting to be the best and everything.
And he won.
And also, it was like this bobbity spell. What the hell?
I'm a Vegeta guy, but he chose that shit. But he won. Mm-hmm. And it was like, oh, but Goku at level 3. But no, that wasn't the point. That wasn't the point. If he was a stronger fighter, it was
plot armor. Shonen Jumps are created for everyone to love the second dual protagonist, but the number one protagonist will always be on top. So it's always going to be Naruto love, and you can feel the writers. You can feel the writer loves Goku. You can feel for Naruto, the writers love Naruto.
People are orange.
Even in Bleach, you can feel like he loves Ichigo.
Orange.
So yeah. It is what it is with those shonens. And when you start to watch other shit, well, Demon Slayer's kind of, it feels a little bit more fair.
No, but here's the thing. I like the main characters in other shows. I like Naruto over Sasuke, even though Sasuke is nasty, bro.
Now, he's badass. I just always think that at base, Naruto is like just better, whether it's fighting, especially when you go to certain arcs and that shit just turns into other shit or whatever. So
I don't feel that way with Goku and Vegeta, though.
Nah, I think at base, Vegeta is stronger. But like I said, once you start doing the Kaiokens and everything else, and then plot armor, it kind of is what it is. But yeah, the fans win. It's like, nah. But yeah, yo, there's another tangent. Jump in the comments. Tell us how y'all feel about that. Tell us how y'all feel about anime, because that kind of sparked the interest.
Netflix is rebooting Power Rangers.
Is it going to be a series or yes, it's going to be a series, not a TV.
They're doing a series without the Saban rules. So they have free form to do whatever they want and however they want.
How did Saban and them lift the rights for anybody just to be able to do Power Ranger content without?
I think they sold it.
Okay.
Like I watched the video, but
fuck what he sell it for. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Saban's like a multi-billionaire or some shit like that.
I think he sold it.
Maybe he's tired.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact details of it, but maybe he sold the movie rights to it. I think somebody else bought the show and the show rights, but there were so many stipulations on it, like something that was like, oh, well, they can't be out of their suits for more than this. You can't use any other fight footage but this. You just got to recut it different. It was like so much.
It's just crazy. I love the movie. The new one that came out. I'm a sucker for that. Yeah. I thought the cinematography was god tier. I love the acting and the choices for all the characters. Shout out Becky G and all them. And what's his face from Stranger Things? Billy.
Yeah.
And then what's his face from The Harder They Fall? The black boy
who played Billy.
Ironically, yeah. Ironically.
And he got in both.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah. The only person on the movie I thought was a little bit extra was Elizabeth Banks.
I thought the dude who played Zach was a little extra.
What you thought he was a little bit more like
black? In the beginning, when he just being an asshole, I thought he was extra.
Yeah, he probably wanted his character to be a little bit more
edgy.
Yeah, just because it was
supposed to be a black dude.
Well, first off, they all like kind of a little edgy. They all were like a little edgy, except for Billy and shit like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone else was kind of snarky. But I kind of like I like what was going on with that. I wish we got a little bit more.
I wish we got that Tommy reveal.
In 2022, knowing them is probably a black girl. And that probably would have pissed fans off.
It was a lesbian with two fathers.
Like, comment, subscribe, hashtag
right.
I don't think it would be too far off and shit. I love diversity and like everyone to be in shit, but sometimes you don't need to ruin core characters or change things completely to fit a narrative or to do things. So but that's either here nor there. Jump in the comments. Tell us how y'all feel about the Jackson Wang video. This video in particular. Tell us how you feel about him just as an artist. Tell us what your favorite Jackson Wang track is, because we definitely want bro on the channel a lot more.
Tell us what animes and like shows you grew up with. I know there's a good group of you out there that grew up with like Macross and like Voltron and like Transor Z. For those that remember that one, that was a gem. You know what I mean? Like your Silverhawks and your Thundercats. Let us know what you grew up on.
Those are the golden age, just right before
they're the same cartoon. You know that, right?
Everything, yes.
Silverhawks, Thundercats, and Tiger Sharks. Same fucking cartoon. Just a palette swap. But like, comment, subscribe.
We gonna holler at y'all, man. Peace.